Right here, you got Kyle Busch making a move.
And there you see he's at 25th position. Remember, he has had absolutely 0 laps in this race car before the green flag fell.
Marty, one thing he's got going for him, his teammate Joey Logano in the 20 car has had a lot of practice here this morning, and so they can probably talk to each other about the setup, but look at how fast he's flying through the field.
He's passing Carl Edwards like Carl's a rookie.
Well, we saw Carl Edwards dive in there and try that second lane, but it wasn't quite ready. Shannon?
Yeah, I spoke to Kyle Busch. I asked him how he stays focused and moves his way up through the field from starting in the back position. He said, I just pass one car at a time. You know, 2004, he had to go to the back of the field, and he worked his way back up and won the race, guys. So he certainly can do it here tonight.
Started 43rd in 04, and as you said, he did win the event. And right now he's looking at Chase Miller and gives Chase a little nudge. Says, son, I'm coming through.
Okay, there's 1, 2, 3 cars a lap. He's just passing that corner. I thought he said one per lap.
No, he said one at a time.
Andy's got a lot of momentum. I mean, you just can't slow that car down. Once you start passing him, you don't get out of the gas pedal and touch a brake. You take advantage of that momentum, and that's what Kyle's doing right now. He's just flying through this thing. I tell you, the one car I've been watching that, talking about getting ahead of you, so watching Kyle Busch. Look at this guy's got ahead of everybody right now.
Busch, he's just gotten around David Ruderman, guys, and that puts him up to 16th position, and we're working lap 11. Well, this is incredible.
Talk about, you know, qualifying bad really hurting you. It hasn't hurt this cat right now. But, you know, going back a little bit, we were talking about the 29 car of Wimmer. I tell you, the 88 car of Brad Keselowski, they figured out how to get that front end down and put a lot of wedge in that body we talked about and make these cars handle better.
How about let's check in with some of our other double-duty drivers. Clint Boyer has moved up 10 spots now. He is running in 15th. But right behind him, in his mirrors, is guess who? Kyle Busch, who is now running in 16th.
He's not done yet, I guarantee you.
All right, and as quickly as we have talked about that, remember last time we told you that Kyle was in 16th? Wrong. He's now up to 6, guys.
He's coming, boys, I'm telling you. So he needs to, Jason Keller and those guys need to enjoy it while they've got it, because this guy's coming.
Man, there is just absolutely no doubt about that. I mean, this guy has got this car handling good, and Shannon, I don't know if it looks as good down there as it does up here, but this cat's got it going on right now.
Well, Rusty, as you can imagine, the one word you're hearing over the radio on that 18 radio is clear. Kyle Busch certainly making his way through the field. Right now, he's telling his crew chief, Jason Radcliffe, that the car is about a 5 tight center off. So expect some changes on that 18 car when they bring it down for their first pit stop.
Well, if they make it any better, it's just going to lap the field. Take a look at the points right now, because now Kyle has moved into 2nd after coming back through the field and has bumped Brad Keselowski's also picked up a couple of spots. David Ruderman has dropped a couple. Of course, it's still early in the race.
A couple other stories. Kyle Busch starting last. He is up to 3rd place now in that 18 car, having not had a single lap of practice in that machine before climbing aboard to start the race.
Kyle Busch has passed 32 race cars.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Unbelievable. And I'm sure the guys in front of him know he's on the way quickly.
Take a look as we got a lot more action. Kyle Busch is closing down on Joey Logano for 2nd place. The 4 car is lap traffic. That's Derek Cope. He's cleared easily. Looking underneath. Boy, he can just hug that bottom lane. And take a look at the biggest movers. Well, of course, Kyle started 35th. Remember, a whole gaggle of cars went to the rear because of a number of reasons. Here he's gotten around Logano now, so he's now up 33 spots.
For the lead as Jason Keller bears down on the 18 car. We'll get back to the Logano story shortly.
And yes, Kyle Busch, ladies and gentlemen, has only taken 40 of the 200 necessary laps to win this race to move into the lead.
I don't know, I've seen that in a long time, and that's an incredible piece of driving right there. You got to have a good handling car and a good prepared car, and Gibbs has done a great job for Kyle. This 18 is just amazing me tonight, guys.
Kyle's 4 wins, 2 of them in this 18 car, 1 in the 20 car, and then 1 for Braun Racing in the 32 car.
Well, that tells me he can win in anything. He's been on fire in the Truck Series and the Cup Series also. He's just something else.
I got to be honest, I think we could put him in a go-kart out there with these guys. He could probably win. All right, well, Kyle Busch has taken over control of this race. Does he stay there? Well, the night is still young, and as we've seen before, a lot can happen. Take a look at this. Some fans drove 4 hours to watch Kyle win. Well, he's up front. Kyle made the 300-mile trip, started 35th. There he was behind Eric McClure in the 24. And then we move up to lap 39 when Jason Keller became the last of 34 victims to fall as Kyle Busch takes the lead here at Kentucky Speedway.
Kyle Busch is now back in command of this race. The cycle of pit stops completed just a moment ago when Josh Wise, David Ruderman, and Stanton Barrett hit the pit lane at laps 68, 70, and 71, respectively. Kyle Busch's lead before the pit stops, 2.7 seconds. It is 6.9 seconds over second place right now. Got a massive lead before halfway, but you stay with it because you never know what can happen.
That's exactly right now. I mean, he could have something go wrong mechanically. He could have a tire issue. Hopefully that won't happen. But right now, this kid has brought a hammer to a pillow fight.
7-second lead for Kyle Busch in search of what would be his 5th victory of the 2008 NASCAR Nationwide Series season. The young man from Las Vegas has got it all going on right now.
Tell you what, I'm looking at third place on back far time. They're all running 31.60s and 31.80s, and Kyle Busch is running 31.20s. That's right, 31.20s. I cannot believe how fast this Toyota's running down the straightaways and through the corners. Just amazing.
Our Holiday Inn Express race summary. Here's really what you need to know about this race tonight. Kyle Busch started last without ever having turned a lap in this car before the green flag wave tonight. It took him about 40 laps to get to the lead, period.
It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable, Alan. And I think the only thing that's going to deter or slow down Kyle Busch is obviously trying to weave through lap traffic and a series of pit stops. That's going to be the only way that any of these guys who are running second, third, fourth, and fifth are going to be able to gain on him. It will be on pit road.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Things have happened to him in the end of races.
No doubt about that. Don't want to jinx him.
When he looked like he had a shot.
Sit on the track, guys.
It is Kyle Busch who has crashed off of turn number 2. Can you believe it?
Unbelievable. This cat had checked out earlier today. He was running down Joey Logano. I mean, he was right in his tracks. And boy, that's just what we talked about earlier. You just never know what's going to happen.
Drive it back.
Don't turn it off until it's over.
Man, it's incredible.
The wild thing about sports.
Well, Joey Logano just took a deep breath, though. I'll tell you that right now.
Wow. So 36 laps to go. The man who's dominated the night is crashed off of turn number 2. Look at the damage to that car.
Well, he's narrowed that thing up. He hit driver's side, it looks like, pretty hard. We'll need to see the replay on that to see exactly what happened. How did he get turned over that way? So he complained about a loose race car, Alan, and
wow.
We heard him talking about that a little earlier.
See the safety workers there with Kyle as he unbuckles. And Marty, you talk about a twist of plot.
Yeah, I don't think any of us would have planned this one, although this is not the first time this year that we've seen this happen to Kyle. And I don't know if he got any help here or what, but obviously he had the dominant race car early in this. Now let's take a look. He's on the right side of your screen.
Yeah, you can see he's right down on that white line. That car just got out from under him right there.
Well, they said it was loose.
Yeah, you don't know if the left front wheel maybe touched the apron just a little bit, de-wedged the car, which makes it real loose, or what happened, but that was just a freak deal right there. You hardly ever see Kyle Busch just spinning out in something like this, but way loose.
As our 5th caution came out, as Kyle Busch loses it in turn number 2 and ends up into the wall with heavy damage on the driver's side. He climbed out of the car, and I guarantee you it is not going to be a fun conversation with Kyle after that. Stay with us.